On first down, right back to ETN. And he'll get what he can. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. 2nd and 7. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Lawrence. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
Blitz coming and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Get it out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Taking it right down Broadway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another tote for ETN. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. ETN up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. 14. Texans nothing. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff for Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19, Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Stroud to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods, 55 yards.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's King. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return.
And the Texans will take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, 47 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Okay, ready?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
79 Broncos.
Here's Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st down, Jaguars.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
King going to look to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a give to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little...
And now here is another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 151 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Etienne once more. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his teammates, Charles, turned to find blocks, made sure they had space for him to make the house call.
And not only did they turn and find the blocks, none of them clipped from behind, blocked someone in the back. This play is going to stand. And how about what we see each and every week now? When the defenders make a big play, there's always a group celebration after the takeaway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Stroud.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early.
And now off to the races down the right side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
214 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
30 yards.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record. and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the bootleg, Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Trying to stretch the field with Schultz.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
Stroud.
Rolling to his right. And my goodness, another interception. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
ETN with it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rip, 23. 11, Agate.
One more time with ETN.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think of.
Here's a diving catch right side.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts in the season.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
At the 40-yard line.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Going for it, here's ETN. Fights loose. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now ETN.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to